So, namaskar everyone. Now we are at CUSMAT, the skilling metaverse. So, I'm with Mr. Shubham. We are integrating applications for the entire construction as well as the mining industries. So, considering Shubhamji, just tell me how you're creating the thought to creating the entire industry into virtual simulation or with the adapting through the new technology.
So basically, we first started off when we identified that there is always a skill gap in the industries, right, in the organizations. But mining specifically has, say, the efficiency of a dumper or an excavator operator defines the efficiency of the entire mine site. So that's where we identified the skill gap that is there. And virtual reality means there are certain scenarios that cannot be created on the job that cannot be recreated. So that's why we use virtual reality techniques in order to recreate all those scenarios in the virtual environment and make sure that every person goes through all these scenarios. And while he's going through all these scenarios in the virtual environment, we try to impact various main metrics that are important for organizations like cycle time reduction. If you reduce the cycle time, the productivity of the operator increases. Then reduction of running costs, because in mining, running cost is the major factor that is impacting the bottom line of any organization, because diesel cost is the only cost that they are incurring on a day-to-day basis. So we try to impact the running cost as well as the productivity, so that top line and bottom line of the organization is impacted, and you impact on the profit margin of any organization.
Okay, that's great. So, typically, while speaking to the industry development, right, the metaverse or the AR, VR, if we speak about the technology, it is still on the very planning stage, and many of the people are not willing to adopt this kind of technologies into India. So, how do you face the challenges to adopt this technology into this such of industry?
So, look, any new technology will always have challenges in accepting.
That's right.
But the industry is readily accepting the challenges because we are working with almost Fortune 4500 companies in India. Not only in the mining space, we are also into logistics, healthcare, pharma, manufacturing. But in the mining space, I think simulators are so readily accepted that every bigger company is looking for simulators. Either they have purchased some or they are looking for in order to purchase some.
That's right.
Not only bigger mining industries, OEMs like Sandvik and all those different OEMs are also looking out for various equipment maintenance related simulators, so that they can train their service technicians, they can train their operators. So there is not a challenge in accepting. Yeah, in the initial phase we need to make sure that the person understands what is the impact that we are going to have, as I told you, impacting the top line and bottom line. That is what we need to convince the customer. We need to make sure that he's aware of all those things.
So, considering the space, right, the customer also has the challenges while the solution has already been prepared. So, how many customers till now do we have, specifically into construction and mining industry?
Into construction and mining industry, we have 12 customers right now.
That's great.
Yeah, and means more bigger customers will be Vedanta. In Vedanta, we are with Hindustan Zinc, Sesagoa. After that, in government industries, we have worked with MOIL, UCIL, INFA. Other than that, we are right now working with Tata Steel in Sukinda. We are currently extending to Maheshwari mining and all those different kinds of mining, smaller contractors and NMDC, and trying to impact the smaller contractors, because that's where they are struggling on the profit margin. Bigger people always have profit margins, smaller players don't have profit
But
margins.
in fact, they also have the funds to
Yes,
mobilize,
yes.
right? And the smaller one doesn't have funds to
Don't have
mobilize.
funds to organize.
That's great. So, while we talking about the experiences, right? You have the multiple segments into sim construction and mining industry. If you can share us the case studies, how they are going benefited through the technology.
So, first of all, in mining space, we are working with Voltas Mining. Voltas Mining is one of our customers. So, Southeastern Coalfields Limited, which is in Chhattisgarh, Gewra, they were facing issues of higher cycle times and higher running costs because of the skill level of the operator.
Okay.
So, Voltas Mining is an MDO for SCCL. So, we have collaborated with Voltas Mining and we have set up a training simulator set up in Gewra, Chhattisgarh, where we annually train 2,000 employees, 2,000 operators on dumpers, excavators, tippers on a day-to-day basis, and they are being impacted by reduction in the running cost by almost 6%, and they are able to increase their reduce their cycle times and increase their productivity by 8%.
That's great. So typically they have reduced their cost cycle and the cost overruns as well, right? If you can share us some other case studies wherein they will get benefit.
So in the equipment maintenance side, we are working with Dr. Reddy Laboratories. So it is one of the pharma manufacturing company, as if you may know. So they use a vacuum pump, which is used in order to create vacuum for creating powder. So if that vacuum pump goes into maintenance, the entire batch is stopped. So the entire production is stopped. That's why when we talk with people in the Dr. Reddy Laboratories case study point of view, 1 hour of downtime was resulting in almost 1 crore of loss for them. So with the help of our training system, after 8 months we have completed in Dr. Reddy's. So they are able to reduce their MTTR, that is mean time to repair, by almost 8 crores. So that is the impact that we are having with the various companies in different spaces.
That's really fantastic, and I think that would create the huge value to the entire. And if you can share us the overall development cost and time, as you said, your development time was around 8 months, right?
Yeah.
So what would be the tentative cost to save that?
No, the development time is not 8 months. We have deployed and it is running for 8 months now. The development time is somewhere around 1 to 3 months.
3 months
And
maximum we can say.
3 months maximum, you can say, and the cost would vary. We have solutions ranging from 10 lakhs to 95 lakhs.
No, in general for the
For
last
the
case
mining space, if we look for the mining space, we look
study, if you
for
can
Dr.
just-
Reddy's, it will be around say 12 to 20 lakhs.
Okay, so if we can consider the 20 lakhs within 3 months, and they could save the cost of around worth of crores, right? So in percentage, if we can save that, if by the 8 months, if we have the single downtime and 8 hours, so they can save 8 crores just for the investment of 20 lakhs, which is a very huge amount, right?
So that's what the industry is not able to understand right now. But maybe as AR/VR grows, AR/VR awareness grows, people will get to know about that. But this is the initial phase where companies should readily invest and readily try to grab the opportunities, because now we are also able to make and procure in a smaller cost.
That's right.
Once everything goes up, the cost will also go. So that's
Absolutely right. So no, definitely this I think we can help you up with this as well. So our publication may reach to the multiple peoples, and they can have the case studies, and based on that case studies, they will definitely understand the whenever see who has a problem, every problem, they right timely they will identify the solution, right? But the ecosystem is not that much strong enough that everyone will get the detail and how to solve. So typically, if we go to conventional system, it will always go to the manufacturer OEM. OEM will give sir okay ये 4 दिन लगेगा standard answer. Parts नहीं है parts आने में 1 महीना लगेगा. So they have to wait. They don't have a choice, right? So that scenario we need to reach to everywhere and we need to fix it up there.
yes.
So
That is where we are also focusing on.
no, definitely that would be very great insights, and in fact the industry will also get the benefit, and not only into the this will also helpful starting from the designing to construction and operation. So the overall all three parameters can be used into this. That's right, and everywhere everyone can be benefited starting from the geo mapping or the analysis of the site before starting. You can get the insights.
Yes, you can have a 3D projection of the same as well.
Absolutely, and then the same 3D projection they can deploy the 3D simulation, and based on the simulation, construction can be started without interruption, and scene can be done, and the site can also be monitored through remotely
Yes.
without having the travel cost and other things. Right?
Yes, definitely.
That's fantastic. So, if you can say about the 3D other tools like the site monitoring, how can it be possible?
So site monitoring, real-time site monitoring will not be possible, but definitely if a new person comes in, so we have worked with MOIL, Manganese Ore India Limited, where we have created a safety induction module for them.
Right.
So any person who enters the mine, right? Now, as you and me, now we know mining in and out. But there are new people who are going to the mine sites for vendor, for any purpose.
Right.
So they don't know the mining industry at all. So any person who comes to the gate, they make them wear the VR headset. And in the VR headset, the entire replica of the mine is recreated. Right from the security entry point to underground in the 9th level, which is almost 1 kilometer below the Earth's surface. There, what are the operations that are being done, what are the challenges that are there, what are the hazards that are there, safety related protocols that needs to be followed, safety related equipments that needs to be followed. everything is covered in all those parameters, and the person is made aware of the challenges that he is going to face once he enters the mine. So he also knows what things are what and what is the meaning of this product, what is the meaning of that name. So everything is being told. In this way, we are trying to impact, say, for MOIL, we are just doing for safety related induction module. But for various different industries, if the requirement is different, we can cater to those challenges also.
Absolutely. So a small company catering to multiple industries with a lot of innovation and lot of savings, right? Which is the need of any industry. Wherein the cost, wherein we say that the no one has budget, right? Every industry asks with the we don't have budget, and wherein we create a solution wherein they get access of the budget with the lesser of the
So
investment.
that's where the initial cost is what makes industries go away or prevent.
Yeah.
If they know the ROI, we try to communicate the ROI. As I told you, for 20 lakhs, if they are getting 8 crores, company is not really trying to invest that 20 lakhs right now. Why? Because they are not confident enough.
Absolutely.
Once you show them the case studies that they have already been benefited, then at that time you will be able to understand that okay, this is what is the benefit. First 20 lakhs will be invested from our side, and then we get an ROI of say 8 times, 10 times, 1,000 times. That's it.
Absolutely. And that is not the only for the one project, right? It has to be multiplied. The same application can be multiplied to the multiple.
Different locations, different products,
Right.
different use cases, different problems, different solutions. That's how we work.
So the cost
We
is
first
also
we first land and then we expand.
absolutely. So really great insights. So how do you see the future of the technology into India?
So AR VR is just starting right now. So because of Meta only people are being made aware of AR and VR. But people are readily accepting in industry. People are welcoming us with open hands. So maybe once Meta gets developed more and more, we have more better technology with us to work. Maybe we'll be landing up in almost all expos, all kinds of different kinds of products with different kinds of solutions that we have. Maybe we will catering to all the industries. Right now we are only having 5 industry verticals. Maybe at that time we'll be catering to all industries. So that's how we are.
So, if in case any of the Hollywood movies, we see that, right? They can command to different things and that start operating on their own.
So that is almost AI and robotics. That would not be our expertise, but yeah, definitely we can work on that as well.
Definitely, but it is the part of that.
Yes.
Right? In fact,
It's digitization 4.0, industry 4.0 digitization.
that's right.
That's where it will come into play.
So, in fact, many of the industries are still struggling for the 4.0.
Yes.
And
But you might have seen bigger industries have already adopted to industry 4.0. So right now other smaller industries are struggling for VR, but bigger industries have accepted. So there is no chance that it's not going to come. Slowly and steadily it will go.
no, in fact, into the bigger industries also, they have challenges to find the vendors for to deploy that sort of technologies into it. So that is a big challenge for the bigger industries.
industries.
Because what they would love to have is the people who can understand their problem and that they can deliver the solutions.
Yes, yes.
Who has at least the knowledge or the expertise into that domain. So that would be their basic needs, right? So once, because they also doesn't know the 100% of their problems.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
if someone can go to them and identify the 50% of their problem and that can deliver the solution, then 50% will be in the operational.
In the operations point of view. That's it.
So definitely there is a huge market for the entire industry, not for the construction or mining. I think the service industry like travel and other things, which is already moving towards the metaverse, right? And a lot of gaming industry also.
Gaming industry is what makes VR more popular.
Absolutely. So there are many VR game zones available into India now.
So maybe in the future we'll be having VR simulations or VR simulator zones like you are seeing VR gaming zones right now.
Absolutely.
Experience centers where there will be people from industries coming in and pitching in their problems in order to identify the solutions for their problems.
Right.
So that's how we are expecting the future to be.
So thank you, Shubham, for your expert insights on the technology. And I think you, as you said, that
Customer user centric materials. So
Absolutely.
it's basically CUSMAT is construction materials.
that's right. So you are not only providing the materials, but tools to
Yes.
save their money, save their resources, and optimize
Optimize
into the
the-
multiple folds of the money.
Yes, definitely.
So thank you very much for your introduction and things.